All right, tour time.
Okay. Here, you stand on this side of me, maybe.
Okay, it's not a photo.
Okay. Tell me, are we going?
Yeah.
Let's wait till the car passes. Okay.
So?
Hello. We are going to give you a tour of our place in Lebanon. This is our family house. Right now it's called Beit Isa, which means the house of Isa. And lots of scooters going by. This house is special. It was a property that was pretty raw. My husband Antoine here, who's too shy to speak.
He's so shy. He's so cute.
Red cheeks.
In his childhood, he called me and he told me about this property, and he said this property became available, and it was a property that was kind of in distress. But in his childhood, he remembers coming here with his mother because there was a lady who lived.
Well, there was a lady here that used to work making wool sweaters and clothing and whatnot, and my mom used to come and work with her to design clothing for the winter for us as kids. So I remember coming here in the winter a lot, and stormy, rainy, and going upstairs in this one-room house.
What happened to your style since then?
My hairstyle?
Okay, let's talk and walk.
Okay,
Let's talk and walk.
all right, cool. Anyway, this is my magic genie. I found a bottle, and I rubbed the bottle, and out popped this genie, and his name is Antoine. And so I get 3 magic wishes. I just have to rub his head. And this is one of my 3. And the fact that it has a swimming pool is definitely one of my 3.
Go show it. Let's show us.
And our 5 beautiful children are they're it. Our
Now you're just
beautiful
sucking up
boys.
to me. Now you're just
Yeah,
sucking
who
up
are
to me.
incredibly talented creatively, unlike my husband and I. So, okay, so this is, we'll come back to the yard later, but we're just gonna take you through the front door. How's that?
That sounds great.
Okay. Oh, this is the front door. Tells you how much I know.
New
Oh,
house.
and it's locked. I can't get in. This is the front door. It's locked.
Go get the keys.
Let me in, let me in.
We didn't think this through enough.
Yeah, we didn't.
Oh, he's gonna run around.
He is.
Welcome to Tanya's house.
Hi. Hi, okay. So I'm gonna start here. This is the powder bath, kind of a weird way to start, but I saw a picture of this beautiful sink and I showed it to the architect here, and he said absolutely they can carve it, and they made it for me, which is just amazing. And the stone is a very, very beautiful marble, which we used elsewhere in the house to make sure we didn't waste anything. Okay, and this is our, I guess, family room. The structure itself, you'll notice, has, I guess it'd be called it's an arch ceiling, but maybe called flying buttress because the arches are intersecting. And architecturally, that makes it really strong. The history of this house, I believe it's mid 18th century. We're trying to get all together the documents that show the history of the house. This was not a house previously. This was actually an olive press downstairs, and we'll show you some of the infrastructure which remains. When we did the restoration of this property, we did it with a architect who specializes in historic restoration, and it was done under the guidance of the Director of Antiquities to make sure that we didn't destroy anything that had architectural significance. So now we're going to take you into the area
You
where
look like you're in timeout.
yeah, we're gonna take you to the area where there's some of the remaining elements of the olive press. So here is where the olives were pressed into the floor with the grinding stone. Okay, so the donkeys would go around in a circle and drive the stone that would press the olives, just like this, like I'm doing, like I'm a donkey. And we've been told that these little niches over here, you can see them. Yeah, the little niches is where the donkeys had hay, and so we've been told that their hay was here for them to eat, which is really interesting because it's a very beautiful feature, and we've added some lighting, so we'll put some objects of interest in each of these. Over there at the end of which is now the dining room.
Let's go see it.
Yeah, it's where the oil, I guess, was conveyed to be collected. And this we kept. This was certainly something that was important. So we did keep this piece, and well, we would have had to, but we never would have gotten rid of it anyway because it's pretty interesting. The house is still coming together. It's not something we can really use other than just, for show at this point. We'll take you quickly now to the kitchen. Oh, this is one of my favorite arches, this doorway. We don't have lighting in that's proper, so you can't really see how gorgeous it is, but especially when you're in the kitchen and you look this way, maybe Antoine or Oliver can spin around and see.
Wow, look how beautiful. This beautiful
Antoine?
bald man.
Hey, baby, I'm here. Sorry.
And so this is the kitchen. We are anxious to get everything finished off so we can actually use it and at some point cook in it. But it came out really well. We decided to go with brass-faced cabinets, and we're really happy with how the design of the kitchen came out. We had some amazing craftspeople work on this. The restoration was just amazing, and I think Oliver's going to find a way to take some pictures of the way it was when we first found it.
How much you paying me?
Yeah, to be negotiated for your cheapskate parents. Lots of children means lots of free labor. And that's true. I think you were the one who always tried to disappear to avoid chores or to get other people to do your chores.
No way, that's lad. That's
yeah, really.
Lad.
So anyway, this is the end of this part of the tour. We're going to take you up to the bedroom. So the bedroom section upstairs was actually a courthouse, and the two sections were completely separate. So to get upstairs, you had to go through an external staircase, which we'll show you later. But we told our architect, of course, that was a challenge. And so he, through the Director of Antiquities direction, he was able to remove some of the stones and create this beautiful opening and then put this amazing staircase, which I love so very much, spiral staircase in. And it's just a work of art. This particularly, it was a real challenge to do this, but it came out really nicely.
Okay, Dad, you can't run away and turn all the lights off.
Okay. Alrighty. So we just have one bedroom up here, but it's such a beautiful place. It was something that we want to make sure we could bring people up to enjoy. So we created this cocktail lounge, I guess you want to call it, or coffee lounge, cocktail lounge, little lounge space. And then we've got our bedroom on one side and our bathrooms and closets on the other. Obviously we need some...
Get a quick cameo.
Yeah. Obviously we need some furniture, but that'll all come together as we finish.
Okay, show us the door.
Okay, so this is the door to our bedroom. And I am very much in love with Morocco and with Moorish decor in general. So we told our builder we wanted to have this really cool arch door leading out of her bedroom, and I wanted to have a mashrabieh type element, which is something that you'd see often in Morocco. So he came up with this, and oops, this way. This is how you get inside, and the door swings around.
Wait, you can't shut me out?
Nope, I can't shut all the way. We put a stop there. So this is how you get in the bedroom. So this is our bedroom. And we have, I'm just so pleased with the way the bedroom turned out. We have this amazing bathtub. We were looking for, my builder said, okay, what kind of bathtub do you want? I was thinking copper. And he said, how about marble? And I said, okay. And I remembered that I had this picture of an antique marble bathtub from France that looked like a shell. And I said, kind of jokingly, can you do this? And I thought he was going to laugh at me, and he said, absolutely, we can do that. So the next time I was in Lebanon, we went to a stone yard, and he took me around, and I picked a big giant block. They splashed water on it so I could see what it was going to look like, and it became my bathtub. And as it was being made, they would send me pictures of the different stages so I could see the carving revealing itself into this
Maybe you should get in it to see how big it is.
beautiful bathtub.
You should just stand in it
The
for
bathtub
reference.
is so big that I have to have my husband in there with me to brace my feet, otherwise I just float up.
Okay, TMI.
TMI, yeah.
TMI.
Okay. And the fireplace, this was an antique fireplace that we found in a yard And he was able to put it together again. It has a beautiful Moravian star, something I really love. And so this part is all old, and then this part, of course, was just new. And I love my bathtub. The floor is part of it is an antique, but they did these inlays, mosaic inlays with marble, and again, something I really like. I didn't want to overdo it, so I didn't put these everywhere. I just decided, every once in a while I would kind of punctuate the floor with this. I'm a big fan of wood floors. These are Wenge wood, and we did it in it's not really a chevron. It's more of a, what do you call it? I want to say basket weave. I'm sorry.
Parquet?
It's a parquet, but it's the pattern. Sorry, I'm blanking on the pattern. But it's not.
Show us the view, Dad. Show us the view.
It's worth noting that all the wood for the windows and the doors are handmade by a local kind of wood called etrani, which is, I don't know exactly what it is, except to say that it's really well resistant to weather and rain and all this.
What kind of wood?
It's called etrani.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know what it is, some kind of cedar maybe, but it really does well over time against salt and whatnot. This is the Queen's view here. This is for my Juliette. I'll be down there.
Rapunzel.
One of my wishes for a pool, I wanted to build a pool in one of our earlier houses, but the kids were okay.
Too crazy?
Well, no, the kids were okay of age, but then we had two more, and we decided it probably wasn't a good idea to have littles in a swimming pool. So we waited, and now my kids are all adults, and so we'll be hanging out with our adult children in the swimming pool.
I don't know if I would say that, but something like that, yeah, sure.
And then at the far end there, we have a plunge pool. The pool itself has water jets at the end, so you can swim in place and get a little exercise in if you want to. And we're just filling it now, so it'll come together. While we're up here, I'll talk about a little bit of the history of this property. As we were building it, anytime we did a dig, we had to have archaeologists on site to make sure that we didn't dig and uncover something of significance. This house was already in place. We didn't change the envelope of this at all. So this was fine, but we were building a pool, and there were some areas where they wanted to check. And so they checked here, and they found maybe about 14 feet down.
No, yeah.
Yeah, probably about 14 feet down, let's say maybe 5 meters down. They found some remnants of a Roman road system. And so we weren't sure what they were going to do. There was talk about them making us keep it open. But ultimately they decided to let us cover it with dirt, or they covered it. Did they cover it with dirt? Yeah, they covered it with dirt, but they had a group of archaeologists come and document it so that it could be, that at least the history of it could be preserved for forever, let's say.
One hidden feature of this house is the thickness of these walls. In the old days, you'd have just sandstone on the inside and outside, but sandstones are very porous. So to make it not so porous, there's a cement inside, kind of a belt, bracing all the sandstone from the outside, and with a gap in between for aeration and insulation, so that the water that comes in from the sandstone, it doesn't really make it inside the house. And that's the whole. And
we also put rebar in that wall of cement. For safety, because of the history of earthquakes, or possibility of an earthquake. So that's it for the bedroom. We'll take a quick walk through to the bathroom. So we have a his and hers bathroom, just so that we can each spend as much time in the bathroom as we want to, one of us more than the other. That's about what I'll say there. This is the shower. And there are shells in the stone here, which came out really nice. It's something I really liked. I couldn't believe I saw this at the marble yard here.
And who copied you?
Who copied me? I think, well, I was later told that Victoria Beckham has the same material in her kitchen. I've not personally verified that, but I've been told, so you can check it out.
Man, Victoria, get off my mom's swag.
Victoria Beckham, here we go. And then this is the same marble that you saw in the sink downstairs, and the same marble that was used for our bathtub, which is It's so beautiful. It has just a slight pink tint. And at first my builder was like, pink. And I was like, I'm a mom with 5 boys. I want my pink. So I got my pink. Okay, so that is my husband's bathroom area and his closet, laundry sink, hers bathroom. Again, when they asked me what kind of sink I wanted, I found a picture of something that was really beautiful and they were able to recreate it. And it has drawers. So you just push on this and, oops, I'm not pushing on it. There we go. You can pull this out and there's drawers where you can put your stuff. Clearly, again, we're not done. We need to put lights and finish things off. And then closet. I have a big, beautiful walk-in closet with a window in there, which is nice. So my closet's so big, I think I'm gonna have it double as an office. I'm gonna put a desk in there.
Wow, what a nice problem to have.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's kind of...
This is a couple noteworthy items. These sinks, all that you'll see, including this one, are all custom made and hand hammered to the shape and design and fit to fit the specific space. And the other cool thing is those switches made by a company in France called Neljak. They're all brass, handmade.
Flip one.
Boom! Lights on like that. And the other thing I'll point out too, because the buttress ceilings that Tanya was talking about earlier, you can see it's about 1 meter thick, at least at its thinnest. Part of the feat that was done here, because of the buttress ceilings tend to be like basically they're built in such a way that the more pressure you put on top, the stronger they become. But they're intertwined, so they were able somehow to make this hole that didn't exist here before without the ceiling collapsing to actually put the stair system together, which was something because it almost collapsed supposedly, and here we are.
Shout out to who's the architect that really figured that out.
André Michlib.
Nice. So if you need a house, hit up Andre.
That's right, except you should know this about Andre, he does not like ovals. When we were trying to come up with the design for the railing, I really wanted ovals, and he was very insistent, and he actually was an author of a book on wrought iron systems, and so a bit hard for me to argue with him, but he kept saying, it's got to be something that came from Lebanon. And I found some old pictures that showed French antique staircases, and they had a design like this. And then I found some elements of ovals in other old buildings in Lebanon. And once I showed him the two, he said, okay, you can have your ovals. So I really like ovals. So this is where this came from.
He's true to the authenticity.
Yeah, he was pretty strict. He was pretty strict on us.
That's good though.
Okay, so now we'll go outside to the deck that is off of our bedroom, but off of the lounge area. So we're just planting here and trying to get everything to come together. We've got our bougainvillea and our honeysuckle, and then we'll put some more furniture out here, and someday we'll have a party. And you might be invited. Let's go upstairs, honey.
Let's go upstairs.
Let's go upstairs. Okay. Oh yeah, and these are solid limestone pieces, local stone. This area, which looks like it could be a stage for my children who are all musically talented to perform, and I'm sure that's how it's going to be used, actually houses water tanks. We have redundant power systems here. Oh, and air conditioning as well. We have redundant power here. We've got diesel generators. There's the power that is supplied by Lebanon. And then we're also installing solar. And we'll, actually, if you pan out that way, Oliver, you can see the solar system, at least the framework for it, getting ready on the other structure. And are we gonna have solar up here? I think so. No? Okay, no.
It looks so good.
Yeah, as it is. Okay, and this will be a barbecue. So you can barbecue and enjoy your barbecue and listen to the band. Okay. And then up here is our deck, and you can see the ocean, and the Basa, which is on the other side of that other building there, is just the gathering place where everybody hangs out at restaurants, and where you can take a nice dip, and where you can launch off to go rowing or paddleboarding, or just take a nice swim.
Or have argile on the beach.
Or have argile on the beach. Yeah, argiles are a big thing here. We don't have any yet. Oliver was saying he wanted to just put a couple out here for staging, but we don't have them yet.
Don't put that on me. I don't smoke.
That's right. He doesn't smoke ever. Anyway, so this is one little lounge area, and I think we're going to make pretty good use of this. My kids are already planning a sleepover here under the deck.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that's the 1 bedroom.
Yeah, this is the 1 bedroom.
And now off to what?
It's a good
And
touch with
now
this indirect
we're gonna-
lighting going on at night. This is spectacular.
You're
No, I'm just
okay.
talking to you.
Let's see, we'll go this way, because we didn't go this way, okay. So this was the courthouse. I think I might have said that before. And this is the staircase that you would come up. Doesn't it look kind of like intimidating to go into the courthouse? So.
Your judgment day is coming.
That's right, exactly. Yes, that's right, okay. This opens now. Okay. Okay, I'm going to show this to you real quick over here. So the other area that was uncovered when we were digging was this some type of a tunnel system, and they didn't make us dig any further, luckily, but we can't cover this except for with glass. So this has to remain. So we put a little drainage system in there so that when rain came in, it didn't end up filling up and making a big mess. And so you could kind of see what it is. And anyway, it's very interesting, and we don't really know the history of this, but it's very interesting.
Nice.
And you can't stop.
Jean's our neighbor, Jean Fayad,
Hi.
all the way from Curacao.
Oh yeah. Does he know he's
Ramsey.
Hey, Antoine,
Jihad.
Antoine,
Yeah.
your mic.
Sorry,
Your mic.
we're
doing
I have a mic and she's doing some shit. Sorry. Okay, I'll see you later.
So friendly here in Batroun.
Yes. So this is a entertaining area that's going to come together. We'll have another barbecue over here, and there's a bathroom and a shower at the end. That's really all I'm going to say about this right now, because this is really under construction. We're pretty far along, but we still have quite a lot to do, but we'll take you through what we've got right now.
It is worth going into the mechanical room. I call it the submarine.
Yeah.
Dad loves that room.
It just shows the workmanship.
Okay. All right, and I have not been here for a while, so I might have to be guided by somebody else, not myself.
Okay. Well, Dad can step in.
Oh, you know what, actually, so you would come in through the front door, which is here. Okay. So this is going to be a small boutique hotel. We have 5 boys, as I mentioned before. So there's 5 bedrooms here for each of our boys to stay in when they're in Lebanon, which is nice. But for the rest of the year, it would be used as a boutique hotel, and those rooms would be rented out. So that's coming together. So guests would come up these steps and go in this front door.
This grand front door with big arch, thick walls.
Yeah, that's
Just
right. Okay. So I will take you, I guess, into the bedroom at the end. Okay, this is a little seating area. There's not a lot of common space in this because we, figured that for our children, they're going to come to our house and use it as a place to hang out. But when other people are coming, they're really here to stay in the rooms, which is just a hotel room. And then there's no kitchen, so we would encourage them to just go eat out. That was designed by purpose so that they would support the local restaurants. But there'll be a couple of couches here and they can just sit. So this is one of the bedrooms. We have terrazzo floors and, yeah, I think we'll see them in
You can see it here.
from the corner, from the corner.
You can see this.
Yeah, if you go to that corner over there, you can pull it. Antoine?
There we go.
Yeah. Nice. So it's kind of a turquoise. We'll soften the colors a little bit by the decor because it's a a bit on the louder side, but it is a very cool look for sure.
They already put the 2 or 3 layers of merino, what was it called again?
Marmerino?
Marmerino plaster, and they're waiting for the one more coat to be put
For
on.
the finish, the finished walls. Okay, and this is the room, right, that has the bar? Is this the room that has the bar?
This room's gonna have the bar right here, but this is
Yeah. So this will be kind of a kitchenette. So each room will have a kitchenette, just a fridge and a little mini sink, and probably you can boil water, make yourself a cup of coffee, but you won't be able to cook. You'll go out, but you can do the bare minimum, have a place to store your cold drinks and all that kind of stuff. And this is the bathroom area. And I don't know, Oliver, you can follow me in here, I guess. Like I said, this is really a work in progress. So this will be the shower, and this is the vanity. And the walls again this is a local stone. This is terrazzo, this terrazzo came from Italy. Yeah, that's right, it came from Italy. But I'm really happy with it. I love the way it looks for sure. And then little tiny deck. This one wraps around, right, from here? Yeah. Okay, so this is a pretty decent sized deck with a wraparound. Oh no, it doesn't, because we stopped it over there.
there's a garden at the end, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can't get through. I
Yeah,
can't.
no.
Okay, I see.
Upstairs
That's
you
what
can.
I said. It's a walk around. Okay.
Well,
So
I mean, this rough.
out here.
So,
Right here?
so I'll point you something before you go. If you come this way, actually, a little bit. Right under this is a water tank for the house, and it goes literally from here to the end of the wall, and I don't know how many thousands of liters of water actually is in the storage for the utilization of the house. Yeah.
We like fresh water.
So
up in
if you want to
here.
go for a scuba dive, it's deep enough for a bit of a dive. And, you know.
Find some gems, some Roman gems.
Yeah, as long as you don't shut the door on top of you.
Ah, where'd you go? We're lost.
Right here. I was trying to get to the deck.
This way.
Okay, and so outside, there's a little deck. I guess we can see it from the other room better. Yeah,
okay.
I thought there was a bigger deck here. It's just funny, like I said, I can't even remember. I was here a while ago. And that's rosemary planted. Antoine loves rosemary, maybe a little too much. He better find a way to use it in the kitchen, because we're gonna have a lot of it, obviously.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Zato.
Oh, see, now you can see how beautiful the structure is from the outside. You can see my oval wrought iron.
Yeah,
Yeah, that Andre had to learn to love.
I think he likes it.
Yeah, and his son Andreas also studied architecture, and he's helped on the project as well. And he's been our English language conduit at times, because I don't speak Arabic or French like our architect does, and Andreas, his son, went to school but studied in English. And of course, sometimes he and Oliver, my son Oliver, also studied architectural project
We
management.
go skiing.
Yeah, they go skiing. They're supposed to help us on the build, but really they just want to
Instead, we
talk
go
about
skiing and snowmobiling.
their thrill sports, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
In Lebanon, by the way, we're talking about
Yeah.
snowmobiling in Lebanon.
That's right. Okay, here's another bedroom, kind of the same thing going on here, same terrazzo floors, kitchenette, bathroom, shower and
So
toilet,
good.
kind of the same thing, but it'll look better when it's done. And it looks pretty good right now. It's got good bones, as you can see, and it's got some flesh on it as well. So the Marmerino finish, this is the color. We were doing some samples to try to pick what I wanted, which is fun. But that's a burnish finish. And that's what they're gonna do, they're gonna do the
I
burnish
believe
finish.
so. I'll double check. I mean, it's
Yeah,
supposed to have the same feel.
Yeah, so this is more like a Venetian plaster type feel. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the color. It's just super soft, beautiful. This is going to be the laundry, right?
Yeah, laundry
Yeah.
room and storage.
This is going to be the laundry and a little storage area, another bedroom, another kitchenette and bathroom. And each bedroom is going to have we hope there'll be a king size bed, and then there'll be a couch that could be a pull-out. So if someone stays here and they've got little ones, or even any age of kiddos, they can pull the couch out and allow their kids to sleep here as well. So it can accommodate
يا معلش اعمل
small
البلكونية.
families.
ما تعترى هون. Okay, we go upstairs.
You're mic'd.
I know.
Okay. I forget, how do we get upstairs?
Left and
Okay.
up. You have not
Sorry.
been here, baby.
New
for a
house,
while.
who dis?
Yeah, that's right. I don't know my way around yet. Okay, so here's another set of stairs. This is the guests.
I'm coming.
Make sure you don't whack your head on this scaffolding. You might knock yourself out.
I know I've done that.
Have you? Did you fall backwards? Okay. So, yeah, this is the one with the grand deck. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Okay. Another bedroom. This one has the black terrazzo on the floor and the turquoise terrazzo in the bathrooms. And I don't know if we want to give some plugs to some of the material suppliers, we can have Oliver add that in later. Oliver, this is a good shower because it's pulled back and, sorry if you don't mind. Thank you for being here. So you can see the beautiful turquoise sink.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah, beautiful work.
No,
yeah,
okay,
it's very nice. Yeah, you're good.
Thank you.
And the shower.
Those are the shutters that we might have noticed from the other side that will be on all the windows.
Okay,
Boom.
and then this is the room with the deck. I was downstairs and I was thinking there was a balcony there, but it's this room. Okay, so this room has a sizable balcony. Oops, tapping the mic. So the 5 boys of ours, they can fight over who gets what bedroom, or maybe they'll just like switch it up.
We'll take turns.
Yeah, this year you get bedroom number 1, bedroom number 2, or
It's like sitting shotgun in the car.
That's true. Didn't you guys Rochambeau and
They figured it out in the car, they figured it out here.
your Rochambeau didn't turn out too well, but that's a story for another day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lad.
So sink, shower, kitchenette.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the kitchenette. So we went through this one. And then this floor has just 2 bedrooms. The floor downstairs has 3. Same setup. Bedroom and bathroom, same exact thing. It's just almost a mirror image, just a few slight changes. And the balcony.
Balcony that you can easily jump into the pool from.
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
the day
certainly.
my children jump in the pool is the day that we have no swimming pool, that we're gonna fill it. That's the end.
I don't know. I reckon you could do it with a
Yeah.
nice 2-step, lead up.
The pool has a kind of a waiting area, or just like an area where you can sunbathe. Not that we really encourage
Oliver.
people to get skin cancer. No, it is not happening.
No problem, I'll go
It
first.
is, no, you will not.
Go first.
That you will not.
It's been
It's
measured.
going to be filled. By the time this film comes to YouTube, the pool's going to be cement, I tell you.
I filled up
It's
with
not
water.
going to happen. I've been in the emergency room way too many times with you guys.
No, it's definitely doable.
So,
See?
yeah, anyway, just another view. Let's
Just
go to
another
the
view.
very top, where you can see the best
We
views.
can end the tour there.
Yeah, because I guess we're getting to the end, folks. Be patient. or fast forward. Oopsie. Okay. Hello. Thank you. Okay, and I don't know what this is. It's something. Storage. Maybe? Yeah, storage for cushions, I think. Okay. So this is the upper deck. Has the best view. And this is the steel frame for the solar panels that are going to be up here. And so you can see the water, which is really nice. You can see other house, and then the mountains of Batroun, where many people live. It's a lot cooler up there and get pretty hot down here. And also there's wineries. We'll give a plug to Batroun Winery, owned by our friends, Assad and Kati Hart.
Oh my God.
But anyway, they've got a lovely place up there that's also going to be a venue when they decide to turn it public. This is another place where there's going to be water tanks. You can see the water tanks right here.
The idea, and that was Andre's insisted on, is to make those, anything we put like this on the roof invisible. much like we did with the other house under that structure there. You have the water tank, the air conditioning units. Here we'll have all the water tanks in there, enclosed, and so you can have a seating without seeing them, but also they're not visible from the outside, or not much. Whereas blue
Okay, is that the end?
Yeah, I think it's the
Okay, so
end.
now let's go stand in the corner because there's one last detail that has to be said.
Okay. And we're not rolled right now, or we're rolling?
No, we're still rolling.
We're still rolling. Uh-oh.
It's not done yet.
Make sure there's no holes. Andre fell in a hole that was not nice.
Okay, you guys ready? This is what you have to say. If you want updates on the house, or you want to be the first ones to stay in it, you gotta subscribe and smash that like button.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, ready?
Wow.
Go.
Okay. So if you want to stay at this place when it opens, which we hope is not too long, we think it'll be finished sometime in August, then you have to smash the like button, smash that like button right now, and you could be the very first person to have a chance to stay in this lovely place.
And subscribe.
Subscribe to this channel, because our son and our sons, they're all amazing creatives.
Nice.
Thumbs up.